Hey, young minds, future leaders, and learners. I'm Anil sir, your guide at Student Care Center. Get ready to embark on an exciting learning adventure with us. Our videos are packed with knowledge, fun, and everything in between. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of education together. Let's get started.
Ever wondered how farmers separate grain from stalks, or how we get salt from seawater? Well, you're about to find out. Welcome to the intriguing world of substance separation. This is the science and art of extracting useful ingredients from mixtures or getting rid of unwanted ones. It's a process that's all around us, from the kitchen to the farm, even in industrial production. So, are you ready to dive into the world of separation techniques? Let's get started. Imagine you're a farmer with a field full of wheat. How do you separate the grain from the chaff? The answer: threshing. Threshing is a simple yet effective process. The harvested wheat is spread out and then crushed underfoot or by using a machine. This action ruptures the grain's outer layers, separating the valuable kernel from its inedible husk. Next, we have winnowing, an age-old technique that relies on the wind. The crushed material is tossed into the air, and the breeze carries away the lighter chaff while the heavier grains fall back down. Lastly, there's hand-picking. This method is as straightforward as it sounds. Farmers sift through the crop by hand, plucking out any unwanted elements. Though it's time-consuming, hand-picking ensures a high level of accuracy. So, those are some traditional methods used in agriculture, but what about more complex separations? Next time you're baking a cake, remember you're performing a separation process. That's right, sieving is a method of separation. Let's break it down. Sieving is used to separate particles of different sizes. Picture yourself sifting flour to remove any lumps, allowing only the finest particles to pass through. Now, let's move on to magnetic separation. This method is as cool as it sounds. It's all about using a magnet to separate magnetic materials from non-magnetic ones. Think of it like a superhero magnet pulling all the iron nails from a pile of sand. Coming to evaporation, a process we often see in our daily lives. It's when a liquid turns into gas, leaving behind the solid substances. Imagine a puddle drying up on a hot day, leaving behind any dirt or debris. Finally, we have condensation. It's the reverse of evaporation where gas turns back into liquid. It's like when water droplets form on the outside of a cold drink. From cooking to science labs, these methods are used everywhere, but we're not done yet. Ever noticed how tea leaves settle at the bottom of your cup? That's sedimentation in action. It's a process where particles in a liquid or gas settle at the bottom because of gravity. Now, decantation is the next step. It's like pouring out your tea, leaving the settled leaves behind. Moving on, we have loading. It's a tad bit fancy. Think about adding a substance like alum to a cloudy liquid, which makes the particles clump together and settle down. That's loading for you. Now, filtration is something you might have done in science class. It's like straining pasta, separating the solid noodles from the liquid water. Centrifugation, on the other hand, is a high-speed spin cycle. It's like a carousel that spins so fast, forcing particles to the outer edge. Lastly, churning is all about agitation. Imagine making butter from cream, that's churning. And there you have it. Those are some of the most common methods of separating substances, but remember, each method is unique and has its own applications. Phew, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? Don't worry, we'll do a quick recap. We've journeyed through diverse methods of separating substances: threshing, winnowing, hand-picking, sieving, magnetic separation, evaporation, condensation, sedimentation, decantation, loading, filtration, centrifugation, and churning. These techniques are key to understanding how we can isolate different substances. Remember, if you need more help, feel free to contact Anil sir at Student Care Center on 99990600986. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and leave a comment. Keep learning, keep exploring.